Okay, Flurry Heart and the fact that they're saying that this season is going to be Explore Equestria. Um, Two things. One, yes, please. And two, I think this season is going to be absolutely incredible.
I'm hoping we can finally get the return of the changelings that they have teased several times now. I mean, and that's an interesting point of contention for me. They keep saying that season 6 they're going to explore Equestria. I thought the theme of the last season was explore Equestria, or was that more like the tie up loose ends season? With Gilda and all that.
I think it was kind of a mixture because, yeah, we did visit a couple of new areas, but I think mainly it was one of those things where season 5, well, let me kind of explain. Seasons 1 through 3 was kind of Twilight's story. Then it kind of switched over a little bit into season 4, where it's like, where does Twilight fit in all this? And then you have season 5, where it's mainly, hey, we have a council of friendship now. We're the people who will be consulted when it comes to friendship problems. And it was kind of them working on getting the Council of Friendship up and running in the sense of, hey, we have this here now. Come consult with us. I
So
think
basically, it's kind of like how Batman did his own solo thing, but he teamed up with people for a while. But then he eventually helped form the Justice League because it's like, hey, I work with you guys often enough anyway, so we might as well have a place of meeting that we can at least meet up and like talk about stuff.
Which, by the way, why is it? Well, number one, I'm excited about the new Teen Titans movie that's coming out.
Oh!
Well, here's the other thing, though. Do you miss?
I knocked my camera askew.
Do you miss the old Teen Titans and and the original Justice League?
Yes, Teen Titans was so awesome. It was the best non-Batman DC related thing they had on that channel. My favorite show from Cartoon Network will always be Ed, Edd n Eddy. But Batman the animated series with Justice League and Teen Titans were, oh my god! I recently started watching the original Teen Titans again. Wait, this is about ponies. Hold on. So, but yes, I know where you're going with that, though.
Yeah. So I think season 5 is going to be more like, hey, we have the. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm still on season 5, and yes, the season 5 finale and retrospective will be coming soon.
Yeah, it's hard to get our schedules to align. It's mostly my fault because I live on the West Coast, but these guys are spread across three different states. So
pretty much.
Wait, don't you and Lugnut? Oh wait, we can't. Never mind. Scratch that. We don't know who's being on here yet. So yeah, no, this is interesting. Now the alicorn natural birth thing. I have a few headcanons about alicorns. To make a long ramble short, hypothetically, Luna and Celestia, let's hypothetically say they were born alicorns, because I always thought it would be interesting if Equestria kind of worked like Greek mythology, like the sky, like male sky or whatever, and Mother Earth, kind of wove and create the world, and then from there, from the sun and the moon, they bore the two alicorns, Celestia and Luna, which I guess doesn't make sense because there is a clear age difference between the two, but I still say that Luna's so short just because she was on the moon for so long. But no, they depicted her as being short back then. My point is Twilight was made into an alicorn. I can only imagine Cadence was an alicorn, because I guess the comics are canon, kind of, only because it does show when she met Shining Armor, she was in high school, but I think she was still an Alicorn. But anyway, the point that I'm trying to make is that with Flurry Heart being born, that oh no, no, I'm just thinking Fairly Odd Parents did this exact same thing. Think about it.
Oh no! Oh no!
No,
Oh
think about it.
no!
Wasn't Poof like the first fairy to be born in like 10,000 years or something like that? And
Probably.
the show has gone out of its way to establish that Poof is actually a pretty powerful prodigal fairy kid. Well, Flurry Heart, I'm assuming, is the first natural born alicorn in a long time, unless Cadence is one, which doesn't really make timeline sense to me. But yeah, so friendship is magic, and both have Tara Strong as the star. So the show can go two ways.
Yeah.
Next season, they're gonna add in a new pet.
Oh gosh.
And then after that, they're gonna introduce a new character that's a total Mary Sue. Friendship is dude, fairy godparents are magic, bro.
Yeah. Anyway, kind of going off of that, how you were talking about the genetics and whatnot. What I really think is going to happen is I really think it's going to be something in the vein of like in Twilight Sparkle and the Crystal Heart spell, it's actually revealed that Cadence was a Pegasus originally. And she ascended to an Alicorn status. But do you remember way back in season 2 during Baby Cakes when Mr. Cake is trying to explain why Pound Cake and Pumpkin Cake are a unicorn
it was like brother's second cousin twice removed or something.
And
then he does that coy little look at the camera. That makes sense, right?
I actually said something in the commentary that we did of that. And it's just like there's two things that could go on there. One, Pony Genetics could be complete bullshit, or Mr. Cake was fooling around. One or the two.
You know what they say about those Canadians.
Oh, look, a moose. But one of the
Oi, laddie, what's this all about?
A boot. But what I'm trying to get at is I'm thinking, and this is just kind of my headcanon about how the alicorn genetics work, at least. I'm thinking it's kind of like if you're a natural born alicorn like Celestia and Luna, you probably do not have a dominant gene for an alicorn. Because really think about it. The Royal Sisters have got to have had lovers in their past because they're immortal. They're kind of going to want to have, a few people anyway. So, but with Cadence, since she was not a naturally born alicorn, I'm thinking it's going to be something along the lines of because she was ascended, the alicorn trait becomes dominant at that point.
Well, I mean that could make sense. All I know is this, dude. Is this season is going to be I was gonna say this season's gonna feel bigger, but I've said that about the last two seasons. And the last two seasons progressively got bigger and bigger, and well, okay, there's not a third because there was two seasons. But you get my point, right? They got big. They within the span of a few episodes, right? They went to basically New York and the Ozarks.
Mm-hmm.
And wherever Gryffindom is, that's with totem poles. That's either some kind of Central America or that's some kind of European. No, wait, Griffins. Probably Sweden, because that's metal as hell.
I'll have to check on the map and see where it is because they actually updated it for season 5. But
I just want there to be changelings. That's my biggest thing with season 6. I want changelings. Give them right here, man. Just right here.
You're talking about Sweden, though. I'm just thinking of that one college humor video, the Death Satan Club.
Oh, God.
Deep in the bowels of Norway, where every church has third-degree burns, Death Satan Club presents pictures for Christians.
Dude, that's dude. Hashtag 2Kavolt for me. But yeah, season 6. It looks like it's gonna be good. That Friendship is Magic movie's coming out next year, right?
Yes, it is.
So they're either gonna wrap up this season all at once this year, which they probably won't. There'll probably be a few month break in between 13 episodes again. Then they're probably gonna drop the 4th Equestrian movie because they're working on a 4th one, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure because at the end of Friendship Games, Twilight comes to the portal, at the very end, and she's just like, sorry, I had to deal with a bunch of time travel bullshit. And then it's just like, oh, wait, that was cutie remark, wasn't it? But then it's
about that,
human
shouldn't that have caused a time paradox?
This isn't Doctor Who, dude.
Doctor Who takes all rationality, puts it in a nice little, takes a screwdriver to it, puts it in a jar, and then throws it away in the Mediterranean Sea.
Okay, yeah, I kind of get where you're coming from because, yeah, they also have fucking dinosaurs on a spaceship.
Yeah, dinosaurs in space. That's awesome! But yeah, season 6 is going to be cool. I don't know what they're going to do with Flurry Heart. I don't want it to be like Poof, because Poof started out fine. Hold on, first off, the show has way better writers than Fairly Odd Parents. Fairly Odd Parents has the same writers, but Butch Hartman's just lost his mind as he gets older, and I think he's forgotten the fight for Danny Phantom. But yeah, I just hope Poof isn't one of those things where it's like I hope she's not like I hope Flurry Heart isn't like she's gonna be cute and she's probably gonna be Deus Ex Machina, but I don't want her to be annoying. This show can craft really good characters, some of which only last an episode, and I'm assuming Flurry Heart's gonna be a reoccurring element. So I hope they do it good because kids are hard to write for. Okay, the fact that the CMC are written so good is a godsend compared to other kids that I've seen written in anime and live action shows. So.
Absolutely.
It's kind of a thing where we'll just see what happens, but I got faith in the show.
Yeah. And one of the things that I also want to say is even in the clip itself, you have, they're kind of in the Crystal Empire and Twilight's like, I've seen babies before. This will be no different. But did you notice that when Flurry Heart spreads her wings, the animation looked really fucking fluid?
Yeah, that was some Disney level fluidity, dude.
I know it was beautiful, and I don't know, it's going to be interesting to see where the show is taking, in terms of plots and stories, because again, it is one of those shows where every season kind of builds upon the last, taking on more and more mature morals, going bigger and badder, and just having all around better stories.
Oh yeah. I've always said that a few shows can take notes away from Friendship is Magic because the difference between something big and massive like Friendship and Magic is Magic and like Frozen or something is that Frozen's a pretty good movie, but it got really popular to the point to where people can look at it and point out every little flaw and say it's stupid. Friendship is Magic is the kind of thing it's similar in the sense that it's been hyped up so much that it can easily be seen as overrated. But even if I feel like if people still feel the show's overrated, there's at least some aspects they could take away about the show and just be like, okay, I may not like the show, but that was good. Oh, that was interesting. They did that well,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, if Disney actually does buy out Hasbro, them owning Friendship is Magic is going to be one of the smartest things smartest decisions they've ever made.
Mm-hmm. And if they do acquire Hasbro, I'm still thinking in Kingdom Hearts, we're going to have
oh my God,
Super Saiyan ponies
You don't know.
Super Saiyan Twilight Sparkle.
You don't know how much I would love that, because you would literally be fighting darkness with the power of literal friendship. That's like the whole thing of the game. So it's more than just my friends are my power. No, friends are literally your power, Sora.
Do you happen to know if they're putting any of the Force Awakens in Kingdom Hearts 3?
You know, it's one of those things where I think Nomura and them want to do it, but it all depends on Disney. I literally do not understand at all why people do not think Star Wars would fit in with Kingdom Hearts. It's like Xehanort is basically the Emperor, and you haven't played a game called Birth by Sleep yet, but let me tell you, there's a relationship between the antagonist and one of the protagonists. Guarantee, I promise you, is literally just like Anakin and Palpatine.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's going to be interesting this season. I'm starting to wonder if the focus is actually going to be taken, because for most of season 4 and for a big part of season 5, there were some recurring elements, but Twilight seemed to take a little more and more of a back seat. Not like Fluttershy, who was put on the bus except for 3 episodes, but
yeah,
but you know.
Well, at least thankfully the Fluttershy episodes are actually really good.
Yeah, but you know, it's kind of like you said, the first 3 seasons were Twilight, you know, learning, rising. 4th one, she attains whatever. Then the 5th and 6th is just her continuing on. It's kind of like Star Wars, where the prequel trilogy is like, you know, the rise of Anakin Skywalker. The original trilogy is like the fall of Darth Vader, and now the sequels are like the legend of Darth Anakin Sky Vader. You know, it's like the rise of Twilight Sparkle, the peak of Twilight Sparkle, and now it's like the midpoint of Twilight Sparkle. I still contest that it's not her show, but she is slightly more of the main character. Slightly. That's where the show is good, because if they wanted to make it all about Twilight, they could have easily made it all about Twilight, but it would have been less interesting.
Mm-hmm, definitely. So yeah, season 6 is gonna be very interesting. You know, I'm excited to see the new heights the show is gonna go with, and it's
the animation and new facial expressions they'll find they can they can import.
Mm-hmm, definitely.
And we'll be here to cover it all on the Undercover Brony.
Oh yeah. Hashtag shameless plug. Hashtag humble brag.
Hashtag better than Monday night. Hashtag better than Sunday Night Football.
All right. Well, that's it from me, John.
And me, Snakeskin.
And we will talk and chat with you guys later. Peace out, Dragon.
Hi, Josh Scorcher.